First of all, say sadhu, everyone. All right. Now, I'm going to teach you some very important qualities that we all should develop in us. Okay? So, we know that all of us, right, want to be successful people, right? No one wants to be unsuccessful person, right? And we all want to be good people, right? In order to be good people, successful people, we have to develop some good qualities in us, right? Good qualities. So if I ask you, what is easy to develop? Good qualities or bad qualities? What are the easy to develop? Good or bad? Yes. Bad qualities, because people don't want to, study bad words. Bad things. It's quite natural, right? Nobody learns how to get angry, right? It's natural. But what about good qualities? In order to develop good qualities, we have to work on it. We have to learn it, right? We have to put some efforts to develop them, right? Not like bad ones. So what I'm going to teach you, there are some qualities that we have to develop within us to be good people. Okay? Number one, remember, positive mindset, positive mentality. We all know that we have something within us that we used to think, right? When we are going to do something, we think before, right? What I am going to do, what I am going to say, we think before. Do you know what we used to think? We have something within us that we used to think. Exactly, our mind. Can we see our mind? No, we can't see our mind, but we have a mind, right? All of us have a mind. Without mind, we can't live, right? So, yes, we can develop our mind, and yes, we have to have positive mindset. You know what positive means? Right? Positive mindset means that we have to think, okay, that I can do this. Right? Whatever we do as children, you do your studies, right? You do your sports or any other extra activities, right? You should not think, okay, I'm not that much good, I can't do this. No, right? That's not correct. You have to be positive. Yes, I can do this. Right? In that way that you have to think, positive mindset. Do you know, or do you have any examples that someone has reached their goals without giving up, having positive mindset, no matter what difficulties they had to face? Do you know anyone that may be reading or hearing from someone? Do you know anybody? Don't be afraid to say, okay? Do you know anyone that who had enormous courage and determination and just reached their goals? Maybe sports person or athlete or musician or anyone. No? Very good, Albert Einstein. You see? Do you know that Albert Einstein, when he was very young, he was not smart one, right? At very young, he was not smart. So he never gave up, right? It was a very good example. Anyone else? Bill Gates. Yes, it's also a very good example. Who else? Elon Musk. Is that him?
Yeah.
Yes. You see those people, and if you take sport persons, athletes.
Jesse Owens.
Sorry?
Jesse Owens.
Jesse
Owens.
Evans. What he plays with?
I think he did the long jump.
Okay. Yes. And there are so many, right? Many, and there are very famous football players. Ronaldo, you see? Yes. Messi, yes. You see? You know, in their very young age, they are not very good, right? Some, like Messi, I think he had some physical problem in his legs, one of his legs. Even Ronaldo, that he had to train so much than any others, right? So that's how they reach their success, right? So would you like to hear from me as well? Yes. I will take as an example the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha. You know, in order to be the Buddha, he had to develop good qualities, not in single life. Right? He had to practice good qualities for a long, long, long time. Right? Did he give up? No, he never ever gave up. He worked so hard, you know. He had to face so many troubles to practice good qualities to achieve the Buddhahood. But he never gave up. Right? So that's how he achieved the Buddhahood. If someone asks what is the most difficult thing to achieve, or what is the most difficult thing to do, do you have any answer? I'm talking about him. Enlightenment. Right? Achieving the Buddhahood is the most difficult thing in this world. You know, in order to achieve the Buddhahood, you have to sacrifice so many things. Sometimes your body parts, sometimes your material things, money and other things, sometimes even their lives. You know, they have to sacrifice to achieve the Buddhahood. So our Buddha, Gautama Buddha, before being the Buddha, he practiced something called perfections, parami. Have you heard this? Parami, perfections. He had to practice generosity. He had to practice sila, morality. He had to practice loving kindness. You know, he had to practice truthfulness. Right? He had to practice determination. So many virtues he had to practice. So we all also should practice good qualities. But whatever we do, we must have the good quality that I mentioned earlier. Can you remember that? Exactly. Positive mindset. Right? Without positive mindset, we can't do anything. So I would like to teach you people, sometimes even children, right? Find excuses for not to do things, right? For not to do things. They find some excuse, they don't fulfill their activities, right? Number one, some people think, okay, I have to do some work. When I work, I will get tired, right? I will get tired. So before my work, I have to take a rest. Maybe sleep or lie down or something like that. Right? So it's an excuse for not to do things. Right? So people who have positive mindset, they don't do that. Right? They don't skip their work. Right? So, but lazy people, they think, okay, I have to work, I will have to get tired, so I have to take a rest now. But people, those who have the determination, strong positive mindset, they don't do that. Right? So, that's the number one. Then number two, when people, when they have done their work sometimes, you know what they do? They say, oh, I'm now so much tired. Right? And now I have to take a rest. You see? Some people take rest before work, right? Some people take rest after work. It's okay to take little rest, but you can't do that always, right? Because if you are lazy, then you won't be able to reach your goal, right? You won't be able to be a successful person. In order to be a successful person, you have to sacrifice so many things. You have to work so hard, right? You have to work tirelessly to be a successful person. When you become a successful person, when you reach some level of goals, then you can take, things quite easy. Right? So then, can you remember the two excuses that some lazy people find? Yes, that's number two. Number one?
I feel sick.
I feel sick. So what I have told you now? People take rest before they work and after the work. Right? That's number two. Then number three. It says, some people think, okay, I have to go a journey. I had to go a journey. While I am going my journey, I will be tired. So before the journey, people take a rest. Then you understand the next one. What's the next one? Yes, after the journey, they think, oh, I'm now so much tired. I have to take a rest. You see? But people, those who have pretty good positive mindset, they don't find they are like as excuses. Right? They don't postpone their work. You know postpone? What postpone means? So lazy people find those excuses. Then number five. They think, okay, I feel now a little bit sick. Right? I feel a little bit sick. So I should take a rest. Right? I should take a rest. Then they skip their work, maybe studies or other work or some training or something like that. They skip that. But what positive-minded people do, right? Sometimes even they feel a little bit sick, they don't care, right? They don't skip their work, right? They don't avoid their work. Whatever they do that, right? Then number 6. Can you get number 6? Before you feel sick, you think, okay, I'm a little bit sick. After? Yes. After, then people think, okay, I got recently cured some illnesses. I recently recovered from some illnesses. Maybe fever or some other. So they think, okay, I should not work so hard. I recently, recovered, so I have to take a rest. You see how lazy people think? But positive people, those who have a positive mindset, they don't do that, right? They don't do that. They don't postpone their work. They do their activities to be good people, to achieve their goals. I guess all of you have goals, whom you want to become, right? If you're lazy, you won't be able to reach your goals, right? So you have to be careful not to find these things as excuses, right? To postpone your work. So then, there are other 2 excuses. Some people think, okay, now I'm hungry. Right? Yes. Right? So they quit they say, okay, now I am hungry, I have to take food, so I can't do this. Right? People do that. Which kind of people do this? Lazy people. Right? But people, those who have courage, right? They don't care about the hungry. They want just finish their job. Right? So people find excuses like hungry. Oh, I feel now hungry. I haven't eaten enough food. I can't do this. Now the next one you can guess, right? The next one, can you guess? No, I mean the excuse for next excuse, like? Yes, something like that. Yes, some people take excuses like that. What I was trying to say, when people eat, take their food, some people say, oh, now I am too much, too full. Right? Now I'm not fit because I'm too full. Right? I have to take a rest. You see people, how lazy people think? When they're hungry, they skip their work. They say, oh, I'm hungry, I can't do this. When they eat, they think, okay, I'm full now, I'm too full. They skip their duties, they skip their work. So is it a good quality? No, that we should not find them as excuses. Then there are some other as well. For an example, like some people think, okay, now too cold, too cold. I can't wake up early in the morning because of cold. Some people say that, right? So those who want to be good people, those who want to reach their goals, they can't do that. Right? They have to not to care the cold. Right? They have to wake up early in the morning and they have to do their duties. So some people think now too much hot. Right? Now the heat is too much, so I can't work. Right? So lazy people find these things as excuses. So they don't work, they don't do what they are supposed to do. Right? As children, lazy children may find these things as excuses, right? Not to do their maybe studies or homework or sports or whatever you do, right? So if you are lazy, if you have these negative qualities, is it good? No, it's not good, right? You have to think the consequences. If you are lazy, what will happen? Lazy people can't do their studies pretty well. They cannot do their exams quite well. They can't do the sports, whatever they do, pretty well. So you have to work without caring about these excuses, right? So in order to avoid these negative qualities, what you should have? Exactly, you have to have positive mindset. If you have negative mindset, probably you will find these things as excuses and will probably skip your duties. So we have to have positive mindset, right? Without positive mindset, nobody can become successful, right? So you have to have positive mindset, and you should not find these things as excuses for skip, not to do your duties, right? So then there's another quality that we all should develop within us, that is honesty. Honesty, we have to be honest towards ourselves and others as well. Honesty is very important quality that we all should develop. Do you like to associate people who are dishonest? No one likes, right? No one likes those who cheat other people. No one likes those who deceive other people, right? Everyone likes honest people, right? Everyone loves. So we have to be honest for whatever we do, especially our parents, right? Because they sacrifice all their life, right, to make you happy, to give you the best what they can, right? They do everything. They don't care those excuses that I explained earlier, right? They have to work so hard. They have to even work sometimes when they're sick, when they are not well sometimes, right? So they have to pay a lot of bills, a lot of expenses, a lot of things to do. So it's very important to be honest towards your parents, right? Only then you can get their blessings as well. If you are honest, they think, okay, this our children, our child, or our son and daughter, they are very honest, right? And they will be so happy about it, right? In order to make them happy, that you have to be positive mindset. You have to have positive mindset and honesty as well. Then you have to be honest towards your teachers, right, your siblings, your close friends, and towards everyone, that you have to be honest. Right? Imagine no one likes dishonest people. Right? If you want to be a good person, if you want to be a person whom like everyone, right? You have to have develop honesty. Then number 3, especially for children, this quality is very important. This is called obedience. You know obedience? Obedience means you have to be ready to listen. Right? Easy to talk. Yes, follow instructions. Right? If you are not obeyed your parents, they don't like you, right? Teachers don't like those who are not obedient. Right? Everyone likes those who are obedient. So especially there are two persons who show you what is good, what is bad, what is the best thing to do and what are the things that you should not do. Who they are? Yes? Parents. Right?
Teachers?
Yes, teachers as well. Right? So the parents are the one who teach you basically everything, right? How you should behave when you go somewhere, right? How to eat and everything, literally. So you have to be obedient. You have to have obedience. Otherwise, you probably won't be able to be a good person if you are not obedient, right? So it says in the Buddhist teachings, when someone shows you or gives you advice, right? You have to consider it is as a gift, right? Because only when you understand your faults, you can make them correct, right? In order to understand your mistakes or develop your good qualities, you have to be a ready person to listen, right? If you don't listen, you probably won't be able to be a good person, right? So obedience also very, very important good quality that we should all develop. So can you remember now how many good qualities that I've taught you right now? Number 1, positive mindset, right? Positive mindset. Yes. Honesty, yes.
Obedience?
Obedience, right? 3 qualities that I've taught you right now. And in order to have a positive mindset, ළමයිට කොත්තමන් අකුරවන්න මේකද දැන් ඉවරයිනේ තරහ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම්. Okay, so I've taught you 3 good qualities, right? That we have to develop within us. Why that we have to develop these good qualities? Yes?
Be a healthy person.
To be a healthy person. What else? To be a successful person. Okay. To be a good person. Right? So we have to develop these good qualities. And can you remember the facts that I've taught you that lazy people find as excuses? Yes? You? Okay. You remember them?
I'm too sick.
Too sick. Yes? Too
Too hot.
hot. Yes. You?
Too tired.
I'm too tired. Yes.
Too hungry.
Too hungry.
Too full.
Too cold.
Too full.
Too full. Yes.
Too sick.
Too sick.
Too hungry.
Too hungry. Yes. And there were other two as well, I remember. I have to do some
Work.
work. So I have to take rest. Then,
Afterwards, they also take a rest.
yes, after they have done their work, yes.
Before going on a journey.
Before going on a journey, they take rest. Even after the journey, still they take rest. And most importantly, taking rest is quite okay, but if you skip your duties, that's the thing that we should not do, right? Sometimes, yes, when we work so hard, it's okay to take a little rest, but we have to remember that we should not skip, right, our duties, most important one like studies or any other things. So then, there are other two qualities I would like to briefly explain, not too much. They are gentle and, as the next word goes with it, passionate. Passionate, yes.
Caring.
Caring. Kind, yes. Yes, all those words go quite together. What I was trying to say, gentle and starts with H. Humble. Right? You have to be gentle and humble. Right? And in order to be gentle, what are the qualities that we have to have?
Gentle with animals.
Gentle with animals, yes.
Other people.
Gentle with other people, yes.
Understanding what others want.
Yes, very good. Most importantly, we have to say kind words. Right? Nobody likes to hear harsh words, right? Everyone likes kind words. So in order to be gentle, you have to speak gentle words. My dear friend. Right? My dear brother. Something like that. Gentle words you have to use to be gentle. No one wants to listen harsh words, right? You have to be gentle. Then humble. Right? Now you are sitting on the floor. Right? If you are not humble, you can't sit on the floor. Right? You can't respect maybe your parents or teachers, some other people if you are not humble, right? No matter who you are, no matter how much you are skillful, no matter how much you are famous in the school or wherever, you have to be humble. Okay? So these are the qualities that we all should develop in us to be a successful person, to be a successful, good person, right? To reach our qualities and goals, right? We have goals, so we have to develop these wonderful qualities in us to be a successful person and to reach our goals. And there are so many examples in society, right? As you mentioned, there is scientists, athletes, artists, and most importantly, as I mentioned, the Buddha, right? So we can learn a lot of things by other people, other people's experience and our own experience, right? So, having said this, that I'm going to stop my small Dhamma talk right now. So, I bless everyone, I wish everyone to be able to develop these wonderful qualities in you. And remember that you have to share these good qualities with your siblings or any other friends who are not here today. Right? Parents, yes. with other people as well, and determine, right, to be a whom? Successful person. Yes, successful person. Healthy person, yes, a good person. Okay. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Thiruvan Saranai Hamadinatam. May the Noble Triple Gem bless you.